How do you choose the right material to use on your kitchen countertop? Would it be that darker granite or even that lighter granite, a prime white quartz, which is very well known, a marble that many people like, or even porcelain tile? Choosing the material for your kitchen countertop is very important because it will definitely influence the look of your project, the durability of the material, and especially your budget. And each material has its unique characteristics, its advantages, its disadvantages, and that's what I'm going to show you here now. In this video, I've selected some really good material for you that will help you if you're renovating your kitchen, building your house or your apartment. And has the time come to decide which material you're going to use for your kitchen countertop? Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm Edipo Kleber, an architect, and this is the kind of content, the type of video where I get a lot of questions and requests. Edipo Kleber discusses kitchen countertops, including the best material and recommended color. Is porcelain good? Is granite better? Can marble be used? Anyway, I want you to understand after you watch this video with me until the end. I'm absolutely sure that you'll leave here knowing which material you're going to use, which one it will be. Maybe even the color you'll choose for your kitchen countertop. And for sure, which one will be the best value for money for you to install in your project. I want to start by telling you that granite is a classic, resistant to scratches, stains, and high temperatures. It offers a wide variety of colors and patterns, but it does require some periodic sealing. Granite is a natural stone, mainly from Brazil, and it's very easy to find. I think here in São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Minas Gerais, Bahia, and Espírito Santo. So in a way, we have an abundance of this material, granite, here in Brazil. This often makes it easier, even the cost in some cases, because there are types of granite that are very expensive, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that cost would be. But there are also other types, other colors of granite that can be pretty cheap too. And it's an excellent option for you if you're on a tight budget, if your budget is really limited, so you can choose a very good and durable material. The most common and cheapest granites are gray colors, which are more easily found in nature. The square meter, for example, costs on average between 150 and 250 reais. That more grayish granite, which people usually call corambazinho, that granite, that gray color we see a lot out there, it's one of the cheapest materials per square meter for you to install in your house, on your kitchen countertop. So if you're just starting out, for example, I'm not sure which region you're watching this video from, but here in Sao Paulo, we can find the square meter of this more grayish granite starting at around 150 reais. Depending on how many square meters you need for the countertop, sink, laundry room, bathroom, etc. You can even get it down to about 120 reais per square meter, starting at that price for your countertop. Now, there are different models, right? There are types of granite, for example, São Gabriel Black, Ubatuba Green, Pitaya, which are some of the more premium granites, right? Within this line of material here, they can cost up to 1,000 reais per square meter. Like I said, we're here in São Paulo. Depending on your region, it might cost more or it might cost less. So, talking to you here about this specific material, granite, if you were researching granite, I want to tell you the following. First, it's an excellent material, one of the best in terms of cost-benefit, because there are some models here that are very cheap. Durability. Granite is highly durable regardless of its color. Install it on your kitchen sink and forget about it. You'll never need to replace your countertop again. When it comes to durability, it's a material that's very resistant to high temperatures and to the chemicals you'll use on your countertop. The only exception you usually need to make, whether in the long term, medium term, or short term. When it comes to caring for your countertop, with granite it's sealing, which is a product that the marble shop that installed it will provide. You need to periodically seal this granite. This prevents certain chemicals you use on your kitchen countertop from seeping into the pores of your granite. So if you want to save money and have a good, durable, high-quality product, go with granite if you want to save even more. Gray shades, granite in gray colors are the cheapest. If you want to have a cool project with a bold stone, there are also darker granites, right? The black ones are Gabriel. The green Ubatuba cost a bit more, but add great luxury to your kitchen countertop. So this one is the first, it's the classic. I'm sure that out of 10 people who will watch this video, 9 know Granite, so it's an excellent product, very cheap and very durable. There in the long run. Now, I want to talk to you about marble. It's an elegant and sophisticated material, but it's more porous and sensitive to stains and acids. This is the kind of material I wouldn't recommend for you to use on your kitchen countertop. Oh, like now you've discouraged me. I thought a marble I saw at the showroom in the marble store was really beautiful and all. You're telling me here that I can't use it on my kitchen countertop. It's not that you can't, okay? You can feel free. It's you who will choose. It's you who will decide which is the best material, which one you're going to buy. I'm here just to guide you, to give you these tips, sometimes some information that you don't find out there. So it's from this video that you'll have a definition, a direction, a guideline to choose the right material. And if you ask me, Edipo Kleber, can I use marble? I would advise you not to use it, and here's why. It's a very sensitive material, it's more porous. And we know that kitchen countertops, all the time we're dealing with water, with materials, with chemicals, and there will be a moment there, with use, it's going to seep into your marble countertop and it's going to stain, okay? Among all the materials we're going to see in this video, I think marble, speaking of natural stones, is one of the most beautiful materials you can use. However, for a kitchen countertop, I don't recommend it. All right, Edipo Kleber, so where would you recommend I use it? In a bathroom, in a washroom, for example, it's excellent to use this product, especially in the washroom. Marble comes in a variety of beautiful colors, so it's an excellent material for you to use in the washroom. All right? Now, for your kitchen countertop, take this advice. Don't use marble. We'll see later on in this video some materials that look like marble and give you the same effect, but are much more resistant. It's really good, but for your kitchen countertop, take this tip, don't use marble. No, because yes, you can have future problems using this material on your kitchen countertop. And there's quartz too, right guys? Composed of 93% natural quartz and resins, it is highly resistant to scratches, stains, and bacteria. It offers a wide range of colors and patterns imitating natural stones. Well, quartz, just like granite, is a very common material that we see being used on our kitchen countertops. When you go to a marble shop, for example, to a showroom, the most common material you'll see besides quartz is granite. So those are the two top choices there. Let's talk about sales, and quartz is a material that I think is top of the line, let's put it that way. For use in kitchens, it's a highly resistant product, and it comes in a wide range of colors. A palette so big you can lose track of it. There are many colors and many patterns you can use to match your project. It's a product that's very resistant to stains, scratches, chemicals, and even bacteria. And it's a material that in a way starts at a certain price per square meter. Depending on the cheaper models, it's 300 Rs per square meter. Some quartz models here, like Stellar White, can cost over 1,500 Rs per square meter. This is one of the models that I've already used in some of my projects, and it's very expensive. It's a very expensive price for this material because it's, let's say, sculpted, it's polished. It's a very beautiful stone. It has some crystals in the quartz which gives an effect, a decoration in your kitchen, really cool. However, you pay for that. It's a very expensive material, more expensive than the more traditional ones. There's the prime white quartz, which is also quite common to see in kitchen countertops when you want a white countertop. A lot of people say it stains or this or that, but honestly, it's one of the best materials to use. I use quartz a lot in my projects. The quartz material in light tones. Like I said, quartz is made of 93% natural quartz, and it also contains materials like resins. In its composition, it can have many patterns, many colors to match your project, and it's very durable. So, if you ask me, Edipo, okay, you said that quartz and granite are very good materials, and you just said that marble isn't that great. When it comes to using it in the kitchen, quartz is excellent. These are two products I would recommend for you to use on your kitchen countertop: granite and quartz. And then you just have to choose the best color to fit your project using quartz. Here, just remember that the price starts at 300 Rs per square meter depending on your region. I'm telling you that here we are in São Paulo. This estimate here, these prices I'm telling you about, are quotes I get from partner marble shops to do the project and present it to my client. The estimates are base prices for São Paulo. Prices may be lower or higher in other regions. The porcelain countertop. First of all, porcelain is an excellent option for those looking for a resistant, hygienic countertop with a modern design. But we need to be careful when choosing our countertop, especially when we're talking about porcelain. And I got a lot of comments here when I posted in the YouTube community saying, guys, what would be the most chosen material? What material would you choose to use for your kitchen countertop? I used granite, quartz, and porcelain tile, though many people said, I regret using porcelain tile. Let's discuss porcelain tile. I want to give you my opinion, whether I would recommend you to use porcelain tile or not. First, the porcelain tile that's used on countertops is the same one we use on the floor. Yes, you can use the same porcelain tile depending on the model and the size of the piece to use on your kitchen countertop. There's no problem at all. It's a material that resists high temperatures and chemicals. There's the model, right? The satin one, which is that matte finish, that matte side of the porcelain tile. A lot of people like this finish. There's also the glazed or the polished one, which is that high gloss that's excellent for kitchen countertops in my opinion. And there's the technical porcelain tile, which among all of these is the best material within this line of porcelain tiles. Technical porcelain tile is considered the best material for your kitchen countertop. Why? Edipo? Because technical porcelain tile is the best recommended for the kitchen. Among these that we're looking at here. Because it's a single mass material, so you have an advantage, for example, in maintaining this porcelain tile. Now, why is that? In the research I did here in the community, a lot of people said they wouldn't want to use porcelain tile on the countertop. Because it chips easily at the corner, you know that 90-degree edge, that little corner breaks easily. And I agree with you when you say you wouldn't put porcelain tile on your kitchen countertop because it breaks easily. As I mentioned, the best porcelain tile is the technical type since it's a single solid piece. For example, if a chip breaks off, there, if you need to do some maintenance, it's easier and the repair is less noticeable, that little fix you're going to do. Other materials such as polished porcelain, satin, and glazed tiles are used on floors, walls, bathrooms, and kitchens. It has that layer on top, which is the finish, but there's clay right underneath. So, when that little corner breaks, when the tip of the porcelain chips on your kitchen countertop, like when you're there with a pressure cooker and you put it down, boom, it chips off that little piece. And then the brown color of the clay shows up, right? On the back of the porcelain, and that's really bad. A lot of people installed porcelain countertops and regretted it because of that. So, what's my tip? What do I want you to understand? Do you want to install porcelain on your kitchen countertop? And why? Why? Porcelain is also widely used because it can imitate marble. If I told you that natural marble isn't recommended for kitchens because it's porous and sensitive, that's where technical porcelain comes in, which is the best material among these porcelains we're looking at here to imitate the marble effect on your kitchen countertop. Wow, it's like I saw a marble here, really beautiful, really cool, with these veins, something surreal. It looks like this stone came from Mars, you know, something surreal. And I'm not even talking about price here. We're going to talk about cost in a minute. Hold on, we'll talk about cost soon, about the price per square meter of the porcelain. But Edipo Kleber, I saw the marble. I thought it was really cool, really beautiful. And man, you said it's not recommended. Technical porcelain replaces marble, which will be able to imitate the effect you would have with marble, but with a more resistant material. And then it's up to you to choose whether or not to use porcelain. It depends on your use. If you ask me, Edipo Kleber, would you recommend it? Would I take you to quartz or granite? But if you like the effect of marble, those veins, let's go with technical porcelain. The prices on average start at 500 reais per square meter. Okay, you might say to me, wow, I came here for 200 reais. There are some models that can even be cheaper than granite. There is, of course there is, but we're talking about a technical porcelain material. The cost starts at about 500 reais per square meter depending on the model, countertop thickness and style, and increases from there. Edipo Kleber, at that price, do you mean here in São Paulo? From my partner marble shops where I get their quotes, okay, and present them to my clients. We designed the kitchen, the countertop is there. He chose a countertop with some veins, some nice material, and then he'll have to use technical porcelain instead of marble. So we start with prices of around 500 Rs per square meter and up from there. There are also, guys, other material alternatives you can use for your kitchen countertop, like, for example, a material called Corian. Here we call it Corian, the Corian. Okay? It's also a material that's practically a single mass, right? It's really good. You can even, in a way, have a single layer, right? A single countertop, let's put it that way. Seamless, okay? A single countertop in this material, but you pay for that, right? It's a very good material, very resistant too. However, it depends on the style you're going to choose. Oh, I don't want any seams. I want you to make the backsplash, the sink, the dry area, the wet area, and the skirt all seamless. I want it all as one piece, so they're going to charge for that. It's an excellent material. That's also an option. But I want to bring this specific material here for another video because it's a material that has a broader content. So I want to bring it to you in another video here, in another unique content. But I already want to give you these tips here that there's also Corian, which is an excellent material. And also, as you mentioned here, asking me like, what do you think about a kitchen countertop, a bathroom or wash basin countertop made of polished concrete? It's excellent too. It's a very good material. I haven't had the opportunity yet to make a countertop in one of my projects made of concrete. To create a polished concrete effect on a countertop, the ideal is for you to make a countertop out of concrete, right? Build up the little walls and everything, pour the concrete there and so on. Afterwards, you apply the polished concrete finish, then you use some kind of varnish there to protect the polished concrete. Or you can even leave it matte. Because it's an acrylic material, it will repel water. There are some resins that can be applied on top of it to help waterproof the material. It's cool, it's beautiful, it's excellent. It's also an excellent material to combine with your contemporary urban project, a cleaner, softer design in shades of gray. However, it also suffers a bit from the same issue as the porcelain countertop. If you hit it, it breaks. That little chip will show the inside of the material, which isn't the polished cement, it's the concrete. You know what I mean? It's also easy to maintain. Just use a bit of the material for a quick touch-up or small repair, making it sometimes unnoticeable on your countertop. But the only thing, really, the only disadvantage is when it comes to not using the countertop in polished cement. It would be exactly the fragility that exists in those little corners right there at their 40-degree angles. Compared to other materials we've seen here, granite is the universal stone, let's put it that way. It's the favorite of Brazilians, and we usually start by talking about it by the square meter. Here, starting at 120 Rs for gray-toned granites, and it can go up to 1,000 Rs depending on the more premium granite. That's right. We talked about marble here, which I wouldn't recommend you use for kitchen countertops because it's a more porous and sensitive material. You might have problems with stains over time. There's quartz, which is an excellent product. It's almost like a twin brother to granite, right? And it has so many faces, many faces, lots of colors for you to match with your project. Starting here from about 300 Rs per square meter with a cheaper granite, and from there the prices of some granite types can go way up. Then we have the countertop in porcelain, or rather the technical porcelain countertop, which is the best material to use for a kitchen countertop. To replace granite, I like the veins that granite has, that cool, nice effect. Let's just change it. Instead of using granite, let's use technical porcelain. So, these are the three main materials that we can use for a kitchen countertop that I recommend to you. Granite, quartz, and technical porcelain. Okay, these are the three most common ones that we find at the marble shop near your house, the marble shop in your city, and they are the most resistant. So, on a scale that I can even tell you, in terms of resistance level number 1, 2, and 3, I would put granite and quartz with them almost tied, and I would put porcelain a little below in terms of impact resistance. All right, did something hit there on your little corner, on your edge? That's the only thing I say, that porcelain is at a disadvantage compared to granite and quartz. Now, when it comes to durability, resistance, and the product itself, they're all excellent. Okay? These are outstanding materials for you to use on your kitchen countertop. So after you've seen it, you've made it this far with me in this content, you've seen all the differences between one material and another. The main advantage, especially the cost, the price of each one in relation to the square meter. I would like to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it down here in the comments. Which of these three that I mentioned to you, granite, porcelain, or quartz, which of these three? Which of these three materials would you choose to install on your kitchen countertop? If you were building your kitchen from scratch, which one would you pick? Did you buy your apartment? Which of these three materials would you put in your kitchen? If you're renovating, are you going to change everything? Which of these three materials would you put in your kitchen? Comment. Leave here the comment with the winner. That's how it goes. Granite was the most mentioned. Porcelain, quartz, I'll comment more on the comment. Whichever of these three gets the most comments. In this video, I'll present a special feature on colors. Marble. It was about this material and how can you use it? It's for decorating, for composing, right? To make the combination in your kitchen project the most talked about granite, bedroom, the porcelain tile, the champion of comments. Below, I'll share a specific video with you. How you can use this material and match it with the color of your kitchen cabinetry, the floor color, the lighting, and everything else. Is the whole set looking good there, guys? So, I hope this video, this content helps you in some way, helps you understand each product better and decide which material you'll use next for your kitchen countertop. And if this video helped you, if this content brought you some knowledge and will help you decide, it's worth subscribing if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, okay? And if it's worth it, whether you're already subscribed or not, it's also worth giving us a like, right? Leave your like for me on this content, on this video. And don't forget to comment, which of these materials would you choose for your kitchen countertop? Take care, everyone. See you next video.